Hello YouTube and welcome back to the FIFA 17 Sunderland career mode. This is episode 30 today, and as you can see we're starting off a game against West Ham United. As you can see, this episode is titled London versus Manchester Part 1. That is because not only in this game are we only facing sides from London or Manchester, but we will also in the next episode as well. So there's 6 games in a row. We're playing 4 London sides and 2 Manchester clubs. So got them games coming up in here. But as you can see, we're trying to get a chance early on here against West Ham at the Olympic Stadium, the London Stadium, I believe it's properly called. But that was a decent save there, as Barini had a shot stopped by Adrian, the goalkeeper. So anyway, as you can see here, we're trying to win the ball back. We give it away to Jonathan Kyrie. He gives it off to Coyote, who gives it to Lanzini. He gives it to Nordveit, who tries to give it in to Callery. He gets through the defender, has a strike, a really good save by the feet of Vito Minone, and Callery had to run into the ball afterwards, which ended up putting the ball wide, and we were lucky not to concede there. So anyway, Lyndon Gooch here on what I believe may be his first start. It's given out to Matthews here. He tries to cross it in. It's flicked on by Reed, and it is headed by Ogbonna into the back, like past the line with the flick header. And for some reason Adam Matthews was celebrating here. Just watch the replay, and Dong gives it to Matthews, who cuts back onto his left foot. He crosses it in. Reed flicks it past the goalkeeper. Ogbonna goes for the header. It loops up into the air, goes over the line. I thought it was an own goal, but strangely enough it is being credited to Adam Matthews. It was a very strange goal for us to score, and stranger still when it was credited to Matthews. I believed it would have been an own goal by Ogbonna, as I think Reed may have deflected it wide and Ogbonna deflected it in, but somehow it wasn't happening. West Ham get forward though and do score on the stroke of half-time, as there was 2 minutes added on. They got forward and Lanzini was able to get in after receiving the ball, took one touch, put it in off the post and into the side netting. So pretty disappointing for us there to concede that goal. As you can see, it's the 90th minute now, and we're trying to get a shot away, but Mark Noble makes the interception. Lanzini plays a poor pass. Chilabaji picks the ball up. We're just trying to get forward again. Declan John gives it to Wabi Khosri, and Dong gives it to Wood, I believe. He gives it to Guerrero, who tries one shot. It's blocked. He tries to go on the volley, and it goes well over and wide. So a 1-1 draw there. Not a bad result to take away from West Ham, as they're a decent side, especially at home. Well, not as much real life as they were last season, but they're doing okay still. So anyway, you can see we're giving a couple players a contract here from the youth academy, including Silvio Luna, who looks a really good player. And actually, I say including, I think he may be the only one, but here you can see we're trying to sign up a couple players as well. There was one with 94 top potential and just rejecting all the others. Then you can see we get a bit tournament prize money for the FA Cup, which obviously we were booted out of in the last episode. And as it's the first day of the new month, we will have a squad report here, as we just have a look down how the players are progressing through their career. A few players growing now. Izio Carroll was a player we tried to complete an objective with, which we failed to do. And you can see players going up by 3 and 4. Some of the youth academy players looking pretty good there. A couple players going up by 2 and 4 again. Cameron Ward up by 4. Up 1 already for Callum Wilson. Defoe down to a 75 rated though, which is a pretty poor. Because of how fast his speed goes down, it is hard to play him. So that is why he doesn't get as much playing time as he probably should and probably would in real life. So anyway, we're against Manchester United here in the second game of this episode, the Manchester part of this episode. Sorry about that. And we had kickoff, but we do give it away here with about 3 minutes on the clock. They're just trying to come forward here. I believe that was Mahrez, gave it to Schneiderlin, into Pogba. Pogba then finds the ball back out to Mahrez, into Schneiderlin. Schneiderlin can then take his man on, well, actually take no one on because there's no one around him, play it through to Paul Pogba, who puts it into the bottom left-hand corner. Very poor defending there. Nobody mocking him up. I made sure I skipped the celebrations before he could dab against me. And Pogba just went through and slid it past Minone. pretty easy goal for Manchester United because of how poor the defending was. But anyway, as you can see, about 10 minutes before halftime, Mahrez gets through down the left-hand side, has a strike, a really good save by Mannone with the knee, I believe. Then Pogba picks it up on the right-hand side, tries to get across into the box, is blocked off, but he finds a pass. Mkhitaryan then picks the ball up here, tries to get into the box, gets past a couple players, gives it to Benzema, who has a shot well saved again by Mannone, who picks up the second chance. And as you can see here, 65 minutes on the clock, Patrick Van Aanholt makes a tackle here, tries to run it forward as much as he can, plays it through to Jan Karamo. He is tackled, and Van Aanholt picks it back up here, gives it out to Borini. Borini through, goes past Paul Pogba, has a strike, and it's a really good save by Sergio Romero. And the tackle is really well made before Jan Karamo can get a shot away. As you can see, they're trying to have a chance here. It's whipped in, Mata heads it straight to the goalkeeper, and Mannone throws it, rolls it straight out, to Van Aanholt. He baits his man, gives it out to Jan Karamo, once again them two linking up, back into Van Aanholt. He sees the run of Cifuentes, gives it to him. Andre Gray has a shot, it's straight at the goalkeeper pretty much. Karamo tries to keep it in, but it went wide for a corner, and that is how that attack finished. Anyway, as you can see here, Van Aanholt gives the ball out to Sergi Gomez, I believe. He had a shot from mid distance. It was poor from a centre-back shooting. And that is how that game finished. 1-0 defeat to Manchester United. Pretty poor again, conceding that early on, and the fact that we made nothing happen really, except a couple of chances that you saw. Them were only our 2 shots on target as well. Pretty easy saves for Romero, ones you'd expect him to be able to make. And as you can see, we get into the final game of this episode here, which is at home against Chelsea. So another home game after being at home to Manchester United after starting the episode away from home. And anyway, they had a man down here pretty early on. We're trying to get the ball back off them. Sergi Gomez wins it. He gave it out to Borini. Borini into Craig Farrell, who chips it over the top to Andre Gray. Really good ball here. Gray through on goal, puts it well wide. That was a very poor effort. 10 minutes gone, and Gray had a chance which he really should have put into the back of the net. So anyway, they're coming forward here. Azpilicueta has it down the left-hand side after getting it from Oscar, a player who has left and gone to China in real life. John Obi Mikel, another player who has done the same, has the ball, has Farrell all over the place. Matic gives it to Batshuayi. He runs in, gives it to Willian. He has a really good chance, but Vito Mannone makes a good save to keep it at 0-0. Anyway, you can see about 50 minutes later, they're trying to come forward again. Bertrand Traore picks it up after his loan spell out. He gives it in eventually, I believe, to... well, no one actually. He's still running. He gives it in to Mikel, I believe. Back to him. Sorry about that. Fabregas is tackled. Well, fouled on the edge of the box, but it was a bit of a surprise because Traore did score, but it was disallowed. I'm pretty sure Mannone went for that as well, so that was disappointing for Chelsea. But anyway, as you can see, that is how that game is finishing. A pretty boring result. So 2 points from out of 9 in this episode. Not too good, but the opposition was pretty just tough. So anyway, we're finishing this episode with 2 points. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like. If you want to see any more of this career mode, please do subscribe, as that will be much appreciated. But anyway, once again, thank you for watching as I leave you with the end of this game. But anyway, thanks. See you later.
Score's still level. Well, that should give his teammates a lot of heart.